Welcome to the Yin Fairy podcast. I am Coco, your one and only host. I am a body worker, a sound healer, a yogi, born and raised in New York City. For my birthday season, I will be in Nepal and I will film a podcast episode in Nepal. So stay tuned for that if you're interested in world travel to any degree. I'm super stoked. I will be recording with my dear friend who was born and raised there. This podcast is a little bit of wellness, some yoga talk, some tantric talk. Eventually we'll get there. Right now we're just exploring the energy fields, and this is episode 3. You can go back and listen to the other 2 episodes where we explore the root center, the sacral center, and now we are at the solar center. So this is so much about self-esteem, confidence. The wound is shame, so it has to encompass the fear of being seen. I mean, personally, I remember I used to absolutely cringe. I think everyone did, but at the sound of my own voice. But if you just keep putting yourself out there to be seen, to be seen, to be seen, to be seen, eventually you start believing some of the feedback, right? So a way that you could heal your own solar energy center in your own body is by healing your gut health. So I spoke previously about how having high quality items for yourself is super important at healing these subtle body fields. So having a really healthy diet and addressing the relationship between the pancreas, the liver, the small intestine, the large intestine, all the organs of digestion. I really highly recommend not drinking any cold drinks ever. So no iced drinks, because this robs you of your digestive heat. I mean, even just from a Western perspective, think how warm your body is. So you use up energy trying to heat this cold food or this cold drink. And it leads to inflammation, and to be honest, because of the robbing it does of your digestive heat, it slows your digestion, and this really over time can lead to weight gain. So also a bit of information from traditional Chinese medicine. The liver channel is linked to your eyes, so it'll empty out into your eyes, the liver channel. So if there's always a burning at your eyes, you're always tired or foggy vision when there's no actual true underlying health issue occurring, any kind of complication with the eyes, taking into account that this is where the liver channel manifests. This is its opening portal. And inviting cooling sensations to the actual physical eyes, and inviting, when it is appropriate, herbs that work with the liver. And inviting liver healing, I mean, we all know that the liver helps to detoxify. So trying to eliminate as many heavy metals, chemicals, toxins, alcohol, drugs, and keeping that liver channel really healthy. If you want, you can leave a comment, your favorite herb to use to help cleanse the liver. So just moving back towards the solar energies that we want to harness, and really enveloping what self-esteem means. So I kind of have this philosophy, and I feel it's a nature, our human nature. to have confidence and to want to be heard, seen, perceived, to receive feedback. And then I do feel that the world dampens this light, unfortunately, or perhaps tries to, and then we can reclaim our joy. But sometimes this takes decades of work or realization, and just a reminder that it's definitely never too late. So we're working with the third chakra here. We talked about the root, we talked about the sacral, and now we're into the solar. And I just want to encompass kind of the whole message that we're getting so far, that I could tie in, and instead of thinking so uniform about root being this way, sacral being this way, solar being this way, trying to blend them, and even thinking how beautiful this color scheme goes together. Red, orange, yellow. Think of it as a ombre, a weaving of this coloring scheme here. Absolutely gorgeous autumn tones. Tying in earth energies, water energies, fire energies. These are really grounding energies, calling us to be present in our body, our physical body, and our senses. So doing meditations like the 5 things that you can hear, smell, see, 4 things you can taste, 3 things to go on. Or just really tapping in and using incense with your altar. Having your space be beautified for your senses. And this isn't just luxurious living. This isn't being a hedonist, right? It's about reclaiming our relationship with pleasure, no guilt, our relationship with play, our innocent slate, that blissful ignorance, taking the negative connotation out of ignorance and instead implying this intellectual newness, freshness, childlike wonder. That's what these 3 chakras are embodying. Self-understanding, self-compassion. Redefining what desire, redefining what pleasure means to you. Redefining what a sensual life means. What non-sexual touch means. Non-sexual self-touch. And these are some ways, these are some ideas, these are some theories on how to work with the 3 energy fields that we're leaning in towards right now. Really cool thing about yellow I've learned is yellow is kind of the first color that our brain notices. So you might notice it's used in advertising a lot. So if you're scanning, yellow is going to be the first one very commonly that human beings will pick up on. It really grabs the attention. Fire, igniting the fire. So you can look into breath of fire. And if it's the summer, well, that fire energy is all around us. I mean, we have this inner heat, this outer heat. We're sweating. Practices like hot yoga are a great way to tap into heat, internal heat. Working with external heat, saunas, steam rooms. Warm baths are really healing for the 2nd and 3rd chakras. And of course, they're grounding and they root you here. And they bring you back to your physical body. And of course, as a baby, that's the original way we're bathed. So